Beneath the towering peak of Mount Kailash, it is said that a group of immortal sages dwells in eternal secrecy, guiding the hidden energies that maintain the balance of the world. These sages are ancient beyond time, beyond the reckoning of mortals, existing since the dawn of creation, long before humanity took its first breath. The sages are known by many names, but among the whispers carried on the wind in the highest reaches of the Himalayas, they are called the ageless Triad. This triad symbolizes the harmony and the cycles that keep the universe turning. They are not bound by the laws of ordinary life and death, for their existence is tethered not to mortal flesh, but to the cosmic forces of equilibrium, causality, and renewal. The first sage, Kmen, the sage of equilibrium. Kmen presides over balance, the force that holds all opposing powers in check. His presence is felt in every moment where opposites meet in harmony, from the stillness between day and night to the delicate balance of ecosystems. He watches over the interplay of creation and destruction, ensuring that the scales of the universe are never tipped too far in any direction. Kmen's influence can be seen in the relationships of codependence, the way the seasons shift gently into one another, or how opposing forces such as life and death form a complete cycle. He wears a cloak of twilight, a shimmering fabric that seems to hold within it both light and shadow. His eyes, dark yet glowing, see into the heart of duality, always seeking to preserve the sacred equilibrium. The second sage, Prart, the sage of causality. Prart is the guardian of the flow of cause and effect, the unbreakable chain that governs the fates of all beings. His power lies in seeing how every action births a consequence, how each moment flows from the ones before it, like a river winding toward the sea. His knowledge of causality stretches beyond time, enabling him to understand how the smallest of actions can ripple across eternity. He is depicted with an ever-changing staff, which shifts shape and form according to the moments of history he sees unfolding. Prart is said to move effortlessly through the fabric of time, knowing where to tug the threads to nudge the world toward a more balanced state. Yet he is not an interventionist. His role is to guide the flow, not to alter it. The third sage, Kalpana, the sage of renewal. Kalpana is the keeper of renewal, the force that ensures the universe is in constant motion, forever changing, forever transforming. She tends to the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, ensuring that nothing stagnates. Where there is decay, she plants the seeds of new growth. Where there is destruction, she is the spark of creation. Her presence is felt in every bloom that rises from ashes, in the phoenix-like return of worlds long thought to be lost. Her form is ever shifting, sometimes appearing as a radiant maiden, at other times as an ancient crone. Kalpana's power is strongest during moments of transformation, the dawn of a new age, the death of a star, or the birth of a new life. She is the spark of innovation, the whisper that stirs beings to evolve and adapt. The Triad's role beneath Mount Kailash. Together, Kmen, Prart, and Kalpana form the foundation of existence. Their presence beneath Mount Kailash is said to be the reason the world does not spiral into chaos. In their hidden sanctum, surrounded by crystalline caverns and pools of still water that reflect the stars, they maintain the cosmic balance that governs all things. The mountain itself is sacred, not just because of its physical grandeur, but because it is the seat of these unseen powers. Mount Kailash is often referred to as the axis mundi, the spiritual center of the universe, and it is here that the sages work in concert, performing rituals that align the celestial forces of the cosmos. They act as mediators, ensuring that the elements, the cycles of time, and the forces of nature remain in harmony. To the sages, the world is a vast mechanism, and they are its caretakers, oiling its gears and turning its wheels with the precision of an eternal clock. The hidden path to the sages. Legends say that only the purest of souls, those with an unbreakable connection to the forces of balance, can find the hidden path that leads to the sage's domain. The journey begins in the outermost realms of the mind, requiring not only physical endurance, but deep spiritual insight. Pilgrims who seek the sages must pass through 3 gates, each guarded by elemental forces. The gate of reflection, where they face the dualities within themselves and must come to terms with their own inner equilibrium. The gate of consequence, where their past actions are laid bare, and they must confront the karmic flow that brought them to this point. The gate of transformation, where they are stripped of all worldly attachments, allowing their essence to be reborn into higher understanding. Those few who succeed are granted a glimpse of the ageless Triad, though it is said that the true gift lies not in the encounter but in the transformative journey itself. The eternal vigil. The sages beneath Mount Kailash do not seek recognition or worship, for they are beyond such desires. Their task is not to rule, but to maintain the cosmic symphony, the balance between chaos and order, the weaving of time and space, the cycle of life and death. As long as they remain beneath the mountain, the world above will endure, caught in the ever-turning wheel of existence. It is whispered that should the sages ever be disturbed, should their vigil be broken, the forces they hold in check would unravel, and the world would descend into a cataclysmic spiral. But as long as the sages remain undisturbed, their ancient hands will continue to guide the world, unseen yet ever present, keeping the fragile threads of existence woven together in harmony.